Let's do it.
Yeah. You know what it is. Matter of fact, let me put these headphones on the turn. Let me act like I did this shit before. Hold on, man.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So another episode, another installment of the Transporter Room live music and artist review. Today we're gonna do something that we call music video mania, where I have a bunch of videos from indie artists that we're gonna look through and we're gonna critique, and we're gonna have a little side conversation. Reese is not gonna be able to join us today.
Big breeze.
He's somewhere tricking off. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Yeah. Summertime. For
let the
You know
real.
young
what it
man
is.
live, man.
He
Let
in
the young
Florida,
man
you know what I mean?
do
So
things and
For
pay for it
sure. Shout
later.
out to my guy. Yeah.
That's all
yeah,
about being a young man, discovering things.
Word.
yeah. I heard even the landing strip look like palm trees out there. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Hey, as long as he can land.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, for real.
As long
Hey,
as he
Um,
yo.
can land.
and we wasn't on last week because I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there,
Hell
especially
yeah.
Project Porter and P. You
Yes,
guys are
sir.
Big up to
Yes,
the
fathers.
sir.
niggas with the weak pullout game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Salute to
much.
all the niggas with the weak pullout game.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
And shout out to the chicks with the good, I guess you could say. Um,
Sanction.
you feel me?
Hey, I appreciate my father pulling them panties to the side.
Oh my God!
That's
How you
it.
know how do you know he even did it like that?
Hey, I'm very appreciative, bro.
Oh my
Definitely. I'm
goodness!
happy. I'm great. Thank
Your father gave you the rundown, P?
Nah, man.
Oh,
Mentally, I want to think that it was a setup.
oh wow!
He knew
Okay,
it was coming.
pause.
I'm just happy I wasn't a fucking blowjob, nigga.
Oh my God!
Word.
That's all I can say.
I'm definitely happy to be
Hey,
here.
at least I know mama wasn't a swallower.
What happened?
At least I know mama wasn't a swallower.
Oh my God! The disrespect, yo. That's that Trinidadian
Hey,
humor
I
right there.
appreciate that.
As he drinks some carrot juice or some shit, whatever that is.
No, man, this some carrot juice.
Gatorade.
No, it's a Gatorade bottle, but
Okay.
it's well needed fluids.
Got you.
My nigga, Gatorade bottles are pretty big, bro. What you gonna make it through the show?
Yeah. This ain't that big. This is
Oh, yeah,
small.
nah, it's the regular one. That's the regular size.
Yeah, but it ain't
Alright.
Gatorade in there no
You over
more.
there with the Appletons and E&J mix, I don't know. You might not make it. Nigga.
No, actually, I got some punching. That's that Trini rum
Oh, okay.
in there. Yeah, that shit's 75% proof.
Yeah, I might need to come get some. All right, but anyway, so how did you spend your Father's Day, P?
Actually, I worked. I had to work. I was scheduled to work, and then when I got home, my kids was home. They cooked for me. We hung out, and that was pretty much it. You know,
What they burned for you, bro?
man, my daughter made was like a roast pork. She made rice. You know, they cooked up a little something.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
my kids ain't young.
I know I mentioned some
my
before.
son's
You're in his
25.
20s.
My daughter's
Yeah.
21 this year, so they know how to handle their business.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right, Project Porter, how did you spend it?
I was here with my girl. I didn't do much, you know what I'm saying? Spoke to my kids because my kids are scattered. Or my two boys. I only have two kids, guys. It's not,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Niggas talking about
But
pregnancy. I don't know.
my,
You see?
my sons, call me, show me love, their mothers and everything. It was a somber day because the week before Father's Day, my dad passed away. So I just kind of chilled out. It's the first Father's Day and not being around.
Okay.
So that was pretty somber day. But other than that, man, I just chilled. It was the first Father's Day where I didn't really look to have anything done. I wanted to just, you know what I mean? And that's exactly what I did. Yeah.
So, do you guys have any baby moms that want to celebrate Father's Day as fathers?
Nah. We
nobody
don't.
like
We
that?
don't believe in that in our circles. Like mothers are mothers and fathers are fathers. Even if you're a single mother and you're taking on a heavy motherly role in any child's life, a father is a father. whatever that form comes in. If that's a stepfather, if that's a father figure, that's still a man's role in a child's life or a person's life, however you want to categorize these things. For Father's Day, Father's Day has I think a simple definition. Mother's Day exists, Father's Day exists.
True.
I don't have any women in my life that do things like that.
Okay,
That
okay.
try
You
to
know,
like co-op Mother's Day and Father's Day because they're being a exceptional mother when the father's not around.
You know, that's something I always say. Like, you'll never hear a dad saying, or a kid. Matter of fact, let's bring it down to the kid. You'll never hear your kid saying, I wish dad would be more like mom.
right.
Hell no. Mom is mom and dad is dad. You know what I'm saying? When I'm with my mom, I don't be like, I wish you were dad. No, be
Nah,
dad.
nah,
Kids
yeah.
want dad to be dad and they want mom to be mom. That's it.
hmm Yeah, and
You
I'm
know,
not even Mr. Gender Roles. Like, I'm not
hell
even
no.
that guy. Yeah, I'm not
I'm
that
dad
guy.
100%
I'm
of
more
the time.
so talking about the designation for the recognition of the day is for fathers. Is
Right.
that's it. It ain't no controversy.
Nope.
So you know what I'm saying? Like that has to do with exceptional fathers, average fathers. It's a day for fathers. Like you know what I'm saying? Mothers, it's a day for exceptional mothers. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't
Single
pick and
mothers,
choose.
all the roles. Yeah.
It's only the kids can pick and choose. Happy Mother's Day, whether you're good or bad.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
God would choose what He want to do with you.
Yeah, it is what it is. Happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Scotty?
Oh, nigga, I'm just a motherfucker. I'm not
Yeah,
a
yeah.
father. You say?
He ain't a father. He's
Is
just
it?
chilling.
You
He
feel
just
me?
be chilling.
Nah, you feel me?
I did
Sorry.
not expect that.
Yeah. I'm just a motherfucker, sir.
That's crazy.
Yo!
Yo,
That was
yo,
fucking witty, man.
um,
Word.
I'm trying to find a good video because me and Project Porter kind of had a discussion behind the scenes on the whole Fat Joe show where they're talking about Jim Jones
Oh yeah, right.
comparing himself to the greats.
That's just
Um,
it's a and I'm not one to put down Jim Jones, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to speak to the fact that the comparison in and of itself is asinine given the person he's comparing himself to. We're not talking about comparisons and comparisons are bad or nothing like that. We're talking about rap. And rap, that's what you do. You want to say you're the best and blah blah blah. But when we start getting into specific people,
mm,
bro, you can't. We can't. You can't do that. You can't do that and be um genuine. You're definitely being disingenuous, and I think that's what he copped to. Like, I'm gonna be viral and be disingenuous about things so that they could turn into my name in my algorithm, and that makes you money, etc. I think that that's interesting. Way to denigrate hip hop for your virality.
Yo, my son.
I think that that's clout demon behavior, and to compare yourself to Nas so earnestly like that.
all right. Well, let me. When he compared himself to Nas, I guess we're going to have to get into it like a dictionary. Well, not dictionary, but when they speak about relevance, are you aware of what's going on, P?
Um, I can catch up. I'm trying to figure out exactly because listen, Fat Joe got a lot of things going on right now.
Oh
So
yeah, $20 million suit and all that. But when we
so I
talk
know he had
about
a situation with Jim Jones, but I didn't
right,
really
so in
Jim
a nut,
Jones, yeah,
yeah,
go ahead,
go
Scott.
ahead. In a nutshell, Jim Jones has a show, and he had a show with Jadakiss.
okay.
They
Yeah,
had Jim Jones as a guest. All right, so Fat Joe and Jadakiss have a show.
yeah.
They had Jim Jones as a guest. Being compared to Nas came up.
That's what it was.
He said that he's more relevant than Nas is.
Told us to pull up the stats.
Right.
He said that out of his mouth, bro.
Right.
And I couldn't believe it.
Now,
what?
It's all coming back now. So the question I
Right.
gotta ask is was there ever a time he was more popular
Never.
than Nas?
Never ever in life.
Because
like I said in my
there was a time period when I kind of checked out from certain music when I was on my grind.
All right, let's put it this way.
So I didn't pay attention.
Let's put it this way. I'll put it like kind of succinctly, I guess. No. Never in the history of, like I said, niggerdom, did we ever compare. We're talking about a rapper in Nas.
You know what?
That is consistently in people's
let's stick a pin in that real quick. Let's play the clip.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
So we could all get caught up and
go ahead.
This is the correct clip. So
Yep. That is the correct clip.
Yo, my son can't tell you one Nas record. Yo, my son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like,
let's
keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. If you want to go to the Billboard entries, pull up Nas Billboard entries, then pull up my Billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. Hold on. Putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time. Every time.
Okay,
every time. In all categories. Yo, my son can't tell you one Nas record.
All right.
You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like, let's keep. Yo, my son's.
It's stressful.
Oh yeah.
What up, Reese?
Big Reese, what's up, son? It's stressful.
Oh, where is he? I don't see him.
It's stressful.
I don't see Reese. Did he pull up somewhere?
Huh?
Y'all said, did Reese pull up or something? Y'all said,
yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Reese, you're a fucking bum, bro.
Hey, what up, Reese? Do your thing, baby. Don't listen
Big
to
Reese,
this guy.
what up, son?
Whatever you doing, I know it's worth it. And have your best life, bro. Have one for me too.
Yeah, you talking to these motherfuckers who got kids? Their run is over, Reese.
Why you say
their
that?
run is they got to live vicariously through niggas like you.
What are you talking about? I'm still living it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I'm still living it. It gets better the older you get.
It really does, especially if you already got a joint. Like I do. I got a joint. I'm not. What?
Hey, let me ask you a quick question about this Jim Jones situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What made them want to compare him to Nas in specifically?
I got you. I'll give you the backstory.
Go ahead.
It was on another podcast where a 22-year-old kid from Jersey took on the question, who's more relevant, Nas or Jim Jones? That in and of itself was a blasphemous question to ask a 22-year-old. But the 22-year-old went on to try to make the case that.
Why is it? Is it because it could prove Jim Jones' point?
No, not at all. What it did was it illustrated the lack of integrity in the tape because he didn't say numbers, he didn't say rap skills, he didn't say ability. He had nothing to do with the sliders that make you a good rapper or that make you a legendary rapper.
We're talking relevance.
No. Absolutely, we're talking about relevance in rap, in the scope of rap. We're not talking about just what the nigga wears.
Exactly.
We're talking about the relevance of rap, and that even goes into your legendary status, right? Who you influenced and etc. That has to do with your relevancy. Nas just won the Grammy, bro. What are we talking about? I just don't. Even that argument is ridiculous in and of itself. But the 22-year-old went on to say things about his clothes. You know what I'm saying? Things about balling. You know what I'm saying? Words like vamping. Things like that. His influences on the youth of his age, like a 22-year-old. And we experienced Dipset because it's from our era. So he's saying as a small child, that influenced him. And he can still see those influences in his peers as far as the way they dress in New York City. Got you. We're not arguing that. In comparison to Nas, that would be incorrect. Do you understand what I mean? Because I'm not denigrating Jim Jones. When we talk about Nas, we're talking about waves. The part in the hair, my nigga. 3 cuts in the eyebrow. Polo. Bro, we talking about
you can't forget
fatigues.
the Hennessy. You can't forget the Hennessy.
Bro, we talking about fatigues. We talking about fly nigga shit. From dead ass. Dead serious. We talking about Nasir Jones, brother. Consistently in anybody's top 10, whether you're a casual or a hip-hop head. Consistently.
I mean, but then you get into like, how old are you? How
Bro,
old?
That's
Jim
probably the
Jones
real
is
question
Jim
right
Jones.
there.
Hold
yeah,
on.
how old
So
is the person
here's right. He's 22. My son is 20, and he never say something like that. That's a failure.
But this is the thing. But this is
Hold
the
on.
thing.
So let me
you
get.
and your
Go
son
ahead.
sit down and listen to the OJs and fucking Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right. Scotty, I understand that.
Yeah.
Like I'm, and I don't want to. I'm not saying this as a way to be to dismiss anyone. I'm saying it as a point of like to put a pin in, like to consider. You aren't an American born person, or I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But you told me you grew up on reggae music.
Facts.
Hip hop is derivative of American black music. Whether that's ADOS or FBA, however you want to put it, it's derivative of those things. Of course, I grew up listening to soul,
Kool Herc was
funk.
Jamaican, was it right?
Yes, absolutely. We're not talking about who created it. We're talking about what it's derivative of, what existed for it to exist, right? So that's what I'm saying. Of course, my parents had me listen to Anita Baker on Sunday, or any amount of soul records or gospel or any of these funk or all these records growing up, right? I would never compare Maxwell at his peak to Marvin Gaye, because I understand that's not, even if they're at the same age range, that's not the proper way to digest the era. This man influenced you and is still doing the music better than you. He outpaces you in all the metrics.
I mean, let's be real. Jim Jones only really started rapping good within the last
Bro, yes, I know
3
that.
years.
Yeah, bro. That's what I mean. I don't want to denigrate the man. That's not what I'm doing. I want to make sure we hold our legends up where they belong. We would never do that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't do who's reggae legends. Bob Marley is the legend. You know what I'm saying? He's like first face on Mount Rushmore, right? You wouldn't argue if someone said, okay, he's second, third, based on other people in that line, right? You wouldn't argue that. You'd be like, okay, everybody in the world knows this. This is ridiculous. But you wouldn't compare him to, let's say, I don't know, a reggae artist who was making noise in the early 2000s.
Like somebody like Peter Tosh. If you're talking about Bob Marley and shit like that.
Right, but Peter Tosh is also great. But he's not in the same level of Jim Jones, is what I'm saying. I'm saying more like, I'm trying to think, Movado or somebody, right?
All right.
He's great. He has smashes, all that. You would not. You just wouldn't do it. You wouldn't put him in the same place as a pioneer. You'd look at that like, yo, why he chatting like this?
What makes Nas a pioneer
in hip hop?
Yeah, because he's had influence, obviously.
So Nas was the first rap album to have multiple high level producers produce it. At the time, one producer was producing a whole shit.
Okay.
Nas was a 19-year-old, 18-year-old. That was new. Rapping like a 30-year-old, also new. Introspective raps from the street, coming off of the party, kid and play, that type of shit. That's what was happening. Nas changed that trajectory. It was Wu. It was Nas. That's what makes Nas influential. Mobb Deep, the whole Queensbridge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
who would be a better comparison? Like Jay-Z? Is that what you're
Bro, he went up against Jay. Exactly. He went up against the greatest rappers. What are we doing? This is Jim. Yo, what are we doing? Oh my God. It's like he went up against Jay-Z. Jim Jones is comparing himself to that guy. That's insanity, bro. He just learned how. Somebody taught him how to rap. Was like writing raps for him and shit. Like, you can't do that. We can't do that.
Let me ask you this.
He don't have a one mic. He don't have a New York State of Mind. He don't got an Illmatic, Stillmatic.
Yo,
I
remember
that.
listening to the first couple of Nas CD that took me to places that
bro,
your mind is just
what makes him great.
like
And he's
journeys,
the blueprint
like,
to every street storytelling rapper that exists today.
bro.
Except Slick Rick.
I wasn't even the Nas fan.
I said street. Slick Rick comes from a certain era. He needed to exist for Nas to take it and for all of us to be like, oh shit, street project niggas. Know what I'm saying?
Scarface could be up there too.
Again, that would be proper comparisons.
Right.
Proper. Now you talking proper. Know what? Then we can have a good. That's not blasphemy to say Scarface storytelling, Slick Rick storytelling, Big storytelling, Nas storytelling. And then we can swap them out. That's a great conversation to have because they're equals in that way. Come on, bro.
But let me ask you this.
I could say Jim Jones the best rapper out of the Dipset thing. He surpassed Cameron.
What is he known for?
No.
He passed Cam.
Huh?
Yo, Reese, you over there making all types of goofy emoji comments inside the chat.
He passed
Let's do something constructive with your time, okay? Is Jim Jones the best rapper off Dipset?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I wasn't big on Dipset.
I do. The reason why I do, guys, I'll give my reasoning and I'll shut the fuck up, is because of his longevity and improvement. He was the underdog. Cameron has more legendary rap albums.
He was the owner. He was like the capo, the CEO.
Right. He was and now look where he at.
I think it was pushed that way, but I don't think that's the way it panned out.
Is Jim Jones trying to hang on to his youth?
Yes.
What youth? What? No.
Yes, I think he's trying to.
Reese, you're crazy.
How are he hanging on?
Log off, Reese.
Yo, that's a good question, P. That's a good one.
I agree. He's not the best out of
he is
set right now.
He is. Right now, today, he is. Yes, he is. He absolutely is, bro. He got better albums than Cam. He just do.
Yo, Cam's freestyles in front of his show is better than Jim Jones shit.
No, bro.
You talking about
freestyles? No. Right. That's exactly. P. What we doing? No. Nope. I can't agree. I can't let it fly. I can't let that go because it's not true. You know what I'm saying? We're going on like sentimentality and nostalgia. That's why I'm not denigrating Jim. I'm just putting Nas in its proper place, and then I'm gonna say Cameron for a time being was this, but Jim passed him as far as like actual output. Come on, bro.
What you saying, P?
I mean, for me, Cameron was the public. The public knew who he was. To me, he had more. He was in movies, stuff like that, so people knew him more. But I was always led to believe that Jim Jones was the better or the leader of the group.
Well, he was.
Right, but
not as the rapper though. Not as
I don't.
He was rapping, but
I know Jim Jones had a few hits. Like
I think Kim.
I wasn't a huge fan, but I don't know.
I think Kim is was the front man for it. But I think Jim Jones took the reins and kept it going. That counts for something today because he went from there to here and never stopped. Cam is retired, in my opinion.
Yo,
you know
Reese,
what I'm saying?
Hold on. So Reese is going to say this right here. Let me pull it up.
His
freestyles are better than Jim's songs. So how the fuck is Jim Jones better than Cam? If his freestyles is better than fucking his songs. I don't understand.
They aren't. I don't agree with that. I'm not going to. I'll plant my flag on the hill that Cameron is more legendary of a rapper. Jim Jones is more consistent and more relevant than him right now.
Let me ask
based on their group dynamics.
Let me ask y'all this. If Nas dropped the album today, let's not even do albums because niggas not really buying albums anymore.
We listen to albums though,
right?
Bro.
But
Nas just won the Grammy off the album.
If Nas dropped a single today and Jim Jones dropped a single today, how many? See, I'm trying to ask the question correctly, but I don't think I can.
Who gets more streams? Who gets
The
more listens?
demographic, let's say, what would the demographics look like in regard to their sales? And then that will really, then we can talk about relevancy.
So the same people that would listen to Benny the Butcher, Dave East, Ransom, is going to listen to Jim Jones, right? Because he's going to have the same features on that album as they would, right? So you're going to cover that group. Jim Jones is also might have a song with like Cash Cobain on there because of New York, and he's the young boy. So you might have that audience if he can click off a hit with that. The problem is Jim Jones don't be making hits like that. So if you're talking about who's gonna get more listens, it's gonna be Nas just off his legendary status.
Yeah, but it's gonna be.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Right?
Let me finish. That's what I mean. Let me give the logic, like I gave the logic on Jim Jones, why he would cover these two bases. The reason why Nas, even if he's not covering the younger fan base, he's gonna cover a portion of that fan base, a smaller portion than command a smaller portion than Jim Jones, but he command a much larger hip hop fan base overall, garnering him more monthly listeners, more listeners overall.
I mean, do you think it's a rapper's duty to stay contemporary?
Rap is so young that no, you can expand your footprint. Like I think that up to a point Drake did it well. You know what I'm saying? I think that up to a point it gets stale when we want to hear you mature in your music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We want to hear you mature.
I think Jim Jones makes older rappers look bad.
Go ahead. You good?
P. P
doing? He's zooming in his camera.
P. I understand that, but why he trying to show off? Like, why niggas always trying to show off?
Nah, I was just zooming out so I could see y'all. I'm just
that shit was lit.
I'm just taking y'all in.
My nigga's ill. Yeah.
I'm learning how to.
But no, that's my logic. That's my logic right there.
Here he goes again.
I think Nas.
Show
Nas,
what you are. Go ahead. Show us what you are, P. Go ahead. Throw it up.
No, I was just trying it out.
Yeah, there we are. Shout out to all the losers out there, man. I'm telling you.
It ain't going that time.
That's that op spot. I wanted to get that. I can't even lie. But yo, check this out. We discussed that today's show is not about Jim Jones.
No.
It's not about Timbo. It's about underground artists and their music. I've been collecting a couple videos. So we're gonna go over 5 to 6 videos of indie artists that I came across during my Instagram scrolling, mania. And we're gonna go ahead and critique the music and critique the video. Let's add this to the screen. The first person we have here, his name is La Reezy or L.A. Reezy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And the song is called I Look Good. All right, you know the stipulations. You know the criteria that we look at. But we're adding, obviously visuals to it. We're talking about the beat, the lyrical ability, vibe, and, because it's not a full body of work, we're going to pinpoint it to the video, and we're going to talk about how we feel about the video. Fellas, sounds fair?
I'm with it.
We ready, P?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I Look Good, La Reezy. Let's get it.
Southern boom bap. Usain Bolt run the world like I. Yes, God run the world, but in my eyes I run mine. Zoom. Easy to go. Will Reezy be as good as he? I mean, my life is so great. I could only be as good as me. Could I ever slam dunk like LeBron? I guess the equivalent is to any type of track that I'm on. Can he run the NOLA like hot boys with Tucci? I'm Tucci, Manny Fresh, Master P, produce and making movies watered. Everybody wants somebody with high commissary. First, be grateful for that person that was in your mama Chevy. Cause We all beautiful and handsome in our own way. My outfit $20, give a damn about what they gon' say. So I pull up from precious heaven, tie up on my belt. Got some Adidas on my feet, my mama necklace from my neck. From the NOLA to the world, from Napoleon to the milk. Talk my shit and walk my shit like this because I love myself. I'm saying, damn, I look good. I'm Malcolm in the hood. Engine overheating, can it pop the hood? Damn, I look good. The light under the hood. Rest in peace, the Drake boy. Let me pop my hood. 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 I look good. I feel good. I don't want nobody like this. Mine good. Mine good. Mine.
Hey, Andre, you like this? Which one?
All right. Should I play it over or should we?
Nah, that was good. I got
all right. So La Reezy, I look good. This kind of gives me that remember that white rapper who won the Grammy? And
yeah. Thrift shop. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thrift shop. That kind of Macklemore. He flopped big time. But
can't fake influence.
That's crazy. But it gave me that vibe. I think he's trying to tell people to just be themselves. You know what I'm saying? And he's a backpack rapper. I think the video's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty creative.
What how do you feel about it, P? Go ahead.
It was pretty creative. The video.
Yeah, I like the DIY aspect of it. It's clearly DIY. It's clearly for repostability on social media. In my opinion, I say the word clearly as if it's everyone feels that way, but in my opinion, it's a clear made for social media song. Good affirmation song.
The afro stood out too.
Yeah, it feels like it feels like a good 90s fun backpack rapper song. Like it feels really
reason fun. I thought about Outkast for some reason.
Yeah, the fashion, like the sun, the thrifting, Goody Mob type fashion, organized, like that type of everyday people type vibe. Everyday people, that type shit. Arrested Development. That's what I was gonna say. Organized Noise, because you said Outkast. But yeah, I was thinking that and feeling that vibe, like a real fun, colorful, you know what I'm saying, track jacket from the 90s type vibe. So I like that aspect of it. It's not the type of music, the type of song that I would listen to as far as from an affirmation standpoint. Like,
and it's not too long either. It's a nice.
Yeah, it's not too long. It's 1 minute and 30. You know how I feel about that.
You
like,
can
let's get to it. It feels good. Yeah.
I didn't hear you say anything about the beat.
It was cool. It was cool. It was I like the song itself, like the actual music.
We normally don't get a video with a song, so we gotta. Are we looking at?
Yeah, we gotta take. Yeah, we talking about the music video aspect.
Yeah, we gotta chop it up in pieces.
Yeah. If we talking about the music now, I love old samples.
Yeah.
I love dusty drums. I love that hook at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, affirmations. I love affirmation music. It's not necessarily my cup of tea type of affirmation music. But I like affirmation music.
What you mean by that?
I'm more of a Kendrick Lamar type affirmation music.
What's the difference?
How it feels and how it sounds. It's grimier. It comes from a dustier, rougher place when he.
So not necessarily the message, but
so when it's not necessarily the message. The message is the message. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's why I'm making sure I say I enjoy the affirmation, but that type of giving me that those types of affirmations in that way is not the type of music I personally listen to. Right? Like, I like Talib Kweli. He's all rappers are conscious on some level, so let's get that out the way. But he's more called the conscious rapper. Again, I'll use Kendrick Lamar as an example, or Big Crit as an example for conscious. I want to listen to that type of conscious over Talib Kweli's type of conscious. It's just a type, and he fits into the type that I don't.
We got K-Box in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so P, on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you give La Reezy, I Look Good.
That shit was dope.
That shit was mad
could
fire.
watch that again. I get at a 5.
Hell yeah.
I could
Me
watch
too,
that
bro.
again.
You give it a
Me
5
too.
also?
Yeah,
I give it a 4.5 because of the.
Yo, I wouldn't even
color
rate that. Just play that shit again.
It's a good video.
Yeah, it could give you when it goes off, you feel good. They were happy. Ain't nobody's getting dissed. There's no women dressing with no clothes, dancing. It's just a bunch of fellas hanging out,
love it,
having a good time.
I do think adding a female to that video would have brought another element. I can't lie to you.
Affirmation raps.
No, it was perfect the way it was, because to me, when you see that, okay, Porter, you're not married yet, but you're about to, right?
Yes.
This is what this video reminded me of. Like, I've been married, and this is fellas about to go to a marriage, and all of them, these are the groomsmen. These are all the guys hanging out, spending time together.
Tags, yeah.
That's what this video reminds me of, because the day you spend with the fellas, it's a special day, man, that you ain't never gonna forget. Because y'all literally, sometimes it's a whole weekend. That's what that video remind me of. For the fellas, get out like that, you don't care about no women, no girls. Y'all just chilling in y'all world, and that's what that kind of remind me of right there.
Okay. Hey, you speaking on territory that I've never had the privilege to enjoy.
Well, there are other things too that you might have done that is very similar.
Yeah, just going downtown with the homies, a couple of guys, like 3 of y'all.
You know,
y'all talking to chicks, popping tags. You know what I mean? Like that might not be stuff that we do now, since we like in our late 30s, early 40s. But when we was 20 something, we did this all the time. And that's what looks like what his age is. He looked like a young kid.
Yeah, but they definitely looked like they was getting ready to prepare for something, because it was out shopping. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's looking at everybody's fit, make sure that shit looks right.
Yeah. This looks good on son. I like that a lot, bro.
All right, so Reed says he gets a 5. I'm liable to give this a 4.5 as well.
Me too, 4.5. Yeah.
Let's move to the next video. It's Barry Hendricks and Chase the Money. The song is called Top Speed. All right. The youngins in the playlist today, man. I listen, that's just what it is. Let's get it.
Say that.
Chase the money, chase the money, chase the money, chase the money.
Oh, chase the money.
Turn me up, fool. Top speed. Top speed. Extend me when I'm riding. Cruise control on autopilot. Ooh, top speed. Top speed. Extend me when I'm riding. Cruise control on autopilot. Ooh, think I'm speed racer. Hennessy, no chaser. Get so high to whip her like a spaceship for real. Spaceship for real. Spaceship for real. I think that I'm sick. My car's sick. I might be car sick. Oh, like a zombie. Like a zombie. We're going top speed. Top speed. Extend me when I'm riding. Cruise control on autopilot. Ooh, top speed. Top speed. Extend me when I'm riding. Cruise control on autopilot. Ooh. I'm not one to front on. Girl, you sound like Mulan. Girl, you sound like you fall. Girl, you sound my alarm. Shoot my shot from dumb long. Spaceship to the sun. Drop the lane to jump on. I don't stop in real life, so I go boom. I got new shoes on my whip, like that I'm boom. I put lit up in that boy, I number 2. I put work in all the projects like a student. Running the scene. Shooters gon' hop out and stretch out that boy like a limousine. Whole team got their mask on like it's quarantine. Shooter get scary, ain't talking Jim Carrey, no Halloween. You know what I mean, bro? Top speed. Top speed.
All right.
Chase the money.
Is Chase the Money the producer?
Top Speed.
Yeah.
Now, was that 2 people on there? Was that a feature?
That's why I asked. I said, is Chase the Money the producer? Because there was only one person.
Chase the money. Well, Chase the Money's a rapper.
So who was
I
that
think
singing on there?
Chase was probably rapping second verse. Barry Hendricks was probably.
Yeah, but
Chase the Money is not the producer. I'm sorry, Chase the Money is a rapper.
So who's singing?
He might have produced it. I don't know.
Because we only saw one person.
Barry Hendricks is the singing in the first verse.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
Chase the Money is the second verse.
But in the video, we only saw one person.
Right, Chase probably wasn't in the video.
Yo, that song got that's a lot of potential in that song.
Yeah, go ahead, unload, man. Pause.
Yeah, Chase the Money. Chase the Money. I listened to Chase the Money like a few years back. Like,
so which one's Chase the Money, the rapper or the singer?
Chase the Money is the rapper.
Okay.
He had a couple bars in there.
Yeah, Chase. So
there wasn't really a lot of bars.
I was about to say. So let me cook real quick. The hook, the vibe, fucking exceptional, nigga.
Yes.
Exceptional.
Yes.
Hook, the vibe, exceptional.
Exactly.
You heard
Mm-hmm.
that
you really
first
didn't need
verse.
bars up front.
That first verse was absolutely dog. That shit was trash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if we talking about lyrics,
right?
Trash, donkey, doodle, water, nigga. You heard?
Right.
Straight up, but the vibe of it.
Yo, work them cameras, P. Work them cameras, bro.
Yo,
keep it a beam. That shit was butt. You know what I'm saying?
That shit right out my mouth, yo.
Shit was corny. You heard? But the second verse redeemed all that. I know Chase the Money. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He was rapping. You know what I'm saying? As far as to match the vote, you don't need a bunch of lyricism. You just need to be rapping at least coherently and have something for us to be able to say, "Oh, that's the rap verse." You know what I'm saying? That first shit was no way. You heard that? That shit was ass. But the song itself, as a total, very, very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. I playlist that, no doubt.
So you give that, you give that a what?
4.5. Same.
4.5. Yeah, that shit started
for different reasons. Yeah.
This is what you call good pacifier music.
Yep.
Okay.
This is good pacifier music where,
like,
the shit started out and you were like, and you were like, oh,
right. Yeah, right.
And he wasn't saying a motherfucking thing. It was just, but the vibe, the way he laid it down, everything. Yo, that song got a lot of legs that it could get up and run.
Yeah, that dude is the dude. Hendrix is clearly not a rapper on this song, and so I'm not holding him necessarily to that standard. Necessarily, it's not necessary.
Now, here's the thing. I don't even think this song needs a strong verse to succeed.
No, that's what I said. The second verse don't need to be.
It's good as it is.
The second verse itself was a rap verse, and we can identify it as that, and I'm cool with it because the vibe is overwhelming.
Yeah, it's not too long.
And you know what, Project Porter too. Whoever engineered the beat to build throughout the song the way it did.
Dun. Yeah, those synth hits, the 808s.
Yeah,
the different. It was like maybe 2 different sections of the beat itself. As I'm listening as a producer,
it was like 3.
Maybe it was 3. When you know, removing instruments out, maybe you could say that's another section. But as far as adding those 2 basses, had that distinct difference, like that synth mood kind of type shit. Yeah. But all right, 4.5 for me as well.
Yep, you know, it's definitely a vibe. Me personally, I was kind of worried that it was gonna be just top speed throughout the whole song, and it was gonna be like a minute and a half, 2 minutes or whatever of him saying the same thing. And I kind of would have been cool with that, you know, if it didn't stretch out too long. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But when he added the rap to it, I think that was just the cherry on top.
Yeah, that was what made it go. Yeah, this is good.
Right. So I think I'll give that a 4.5.
You know what, too? I think because he didn't rap starting out,
that made it even better.
You finally heard him say something. You were like, "Oh my God, he can speak."
And yo, you know what this video kind of remind me of though?
What's that?
I don't know if you guys remember, we had a guest on the show named Dripper. He was one of Abyss's artists. He had a
Oh,
that was very similar to this, but he had a chick in the video also.
mm.
So that was a dope video. We gave that high rank to. So this is on par with that. And yeah, 4.5 for me, 4.5 for Reese, 4.5 for Porter. And how much did you rate it, P?
Yeah, I give it the same thing.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
That's an easy one.
I could easily ride out to
This a vibe. Yeah, this a vibe for sure.
Play that on the way.
I mean, at the end of the day,
chick
the
up,
song
chill
is
with a
doing what it's
girl,
supposed to
chill
do.
with wifey, you know, get saucy to it.
Yep.
You know, a lot of things. Yeah, it's definitely vibe music. So yeah.
I mean, every song ain't got to be deep.
Yeah, no, we ain't even in that bag. I'm not that type of guy in my everyday life. Yeah.
I have danced to the Chicken song numerous times.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I
every song ain't got to be deep.
You know what? I pulled up.
He lying. He don't even know the moves. Show us the moves, P.
The Chicken song? The Chicken dance?
Yeah.
Everybody. That one?
Make up.
We all got hit at a party somewhere, and you just had just the right amount of Henny. You was like, fuck it.
I would throw the DJ out the party if he played that shit. Okay, the fuck are we doing here?
I party with everybody.
The fuck are we doing here? Listen.
Chicken dance, goddammit.
Eddie, I do the electric slide. We ain't doing no chicken dance, all right?
Oh, no.
You know?
You gotta get them.
Pause.
Yo, the next video is what up, mama? Wait a second. Next video is Phoenix Sean waited long enough. Okay. Let's get into it. All right, mama, you gotta get down, okay?
Yeah. They say patience is virtue. Waiting too long, miss your mark. This summer I was battling in some stress. Battling in my ex, man, I was battling in some mess. She started to change my focus, man, I started to forget. Yeah. And I'm the one that possessed the gift. Prolonging with this music shit, my fear of dropping hits. Too many styles, too many flows, man, I'm trying to balance it. Even though that I'm 25, I feel I'm running out of time. Yeah, man, I hope my clock don't tick. So many women do exist. When you up, but when you down, they gonna leave you stuck in dip. My pops haven't called me in 2 years. But I'll be damned if I wait for it. And girl, you already mine. And I'll be damned if I chase for it. Going broke with this music shit. Damn right, you know I slave for it. And spiritless, she depressed. And I'm like, really, what I take for it? What do I take? My girl out in Mississippi. And can I wait for it? She gone. Baby, can you wait for it? Yeah. Baby, can you wait for it? Yeah. And baby, can you wait? And baby, can you wait? Yeah, can you? But when I make it, they gon' say they pray for it. No damn whether they didn't. I'm hurting in these stitches. Better take my problems away. My pop did it with sipping. Challenging young nigga whipping. Travel away my feelings. Yeah. You know what spiritual living. That's why I gotta keep my distance. Cause this matrix life is tempting. And touch your body line, you know it's been a minute. Since you joined the force, girl, this shit ain't caused some friction. And baby, I'm still here for you. And baby, I still care for you. Yeah, man, it's been waiting way too long to feel this music shit. Relationships. I gotta get it, They say great things come when you wait. But you miss your mark when you wait too long, you know. So there you go. Like that vibration. Baby, can you wait for it? Yeah. And baby, can you wait for it?
Reshoot.
Okay,
Reshoot.
I gotta end that shit.
Reshoot.
I gotta end that shit.
Reshoot. They gotta reshoot that video.
Oh my god. Anybody want to go first?
Yeah, like I said, they gotta reshoot that video, man. It does
why do you say that?
Because it doesn't go with the song. I mean, it's an R&B song, and we want to believe that he's in love, but he doesn't show us any visual of any femininity. Like we gotta, if we're visually looking at it, I'm looking at him and nigga serving me Badusi. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like there was supposed to be some type of female, some flowers, some lingerie, something to connect me to the love that he's feeling. But
based on the song, I'm not sure if it's just
like
about
a heartbreak joint, like a struggle joint type.
right, but I'm just that's how I'm starting out. It's just with that. I know Porter gonna finish, but I'm just starting with that. Just thinking about the song, it's laid out as an R&B song. We can feel he's in a heartbreak, but there's no visual of
right.
Like, show us something that's gonna be like
right. It's a very much tell and no show as far as the video. And video is supposed to be a lot of show don't tell, or show match with the tell, and it's none of that here, which is okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If the video itself has a story, right, and it doesn't even have that, so it's just a bunch of shots of him performing, a bunch of performance shots.
Exactly.
And
how do we feel about the song?
Okay, now I would have been cool if it was done at 2 minutes 30. Right. I would have been like,
what was the timer on that?
We still got
4 minutes, bro.
We at 3:19 and it's 4 minutes, bro.
Now to be 4 minutes, you got to be good.
Okay.
You got to be.
It got to be at this point. It got to be 2 different songs.
So hold on. There's still how much more time left?
50 seconds, 40 seconds. Man. Yeah. So here's the deal: the auto tune and the shit breaking out in the song in the middle of your rap. I've never been a fan of the Drake shit. Okay, never been a fan of that shit. Busting out in the harmony in the middle of your, bro. That's never been my bag. I've always had a bristleness to that shit, and so maybe I'm biased in that way. So that already tanked the song for me. I'm like, oh, I hate this. You're like, yeah, I'm saying I do not like this. Know what I mean? I don't like it at all because it wasn't even done to the level of someone that I already dislike doing it. And he does it the best out of the people who do it. So I'm not a fan of busting out in the song in the middle of your verse.
Somehow I knew that Reese's going to be okay with that song.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. Now, the song itself is okay. The song itself is pretty good because he can rap, he can hum, like it's put together. All right, let me put it this way. I really, really, really enjoyed the sample. All you gotta do is say yes. I mean, that's
right.
You already had it.
But that's code.
I don't have a problem with the song.
I hate the song, yo.
I hate it.
I think they definitely need to cut it, make it shorter. But
that's why I said I would have been cool. That would have brought me into cool space. But the fact that it kept going made me go, all right, man.
Yeah. Now
I'm not shooting you no bell.
Is because now here's the thing. How much of that is because it was a video that doesn't match the song? If the
I'm gonna put it like this. All I remember is the name of the song. I wait for it. That's all I remember. He rapped. And when he was rapping, you could tell that he didn't have any conviction during his rap because he would start out the lines very low. Like you couldn't really make out the first 2 words, and then you hear the rest of it. That mumble rap shit, I don't even know if that even really like constitute as mumble rap because
I don't think it's mumble rap. I just think that it's rapping and harmonizing in the same thing, and it wasn't executed very well in my opinion. And the video that matched the song, like what the song was
you just walking around. You doing cuts between black and white, red and blue, back. Like, what is this? This is just a hodgepodge of the only
Now that doesn't mean that the song, like, that doesn't mean that I haven't heard, like, the execution of the song is what I'm talking about. His voice, he could do stuff.
Overdone.
Obviously, if you rearrange all these things, yes, there you go. Like you do, it's not. This ain't it. That's all I can say. This ain't it. I don't like this.
Yeah. So we rating that Reese
2.
Like Reese giving it a 5. I guarantee.
That's a 2, bro.
He probably trying to play that right now.
2.5, 2.5, middle of the road, because he can obviously perform if he wanted to, and obviously pick a good beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? If
could you imagine? Hold on, wait. Could you imagine watching this guy perform this song though?
No.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just don't like that type of thing, man. I'm not a fan of that. Maybe again, that's my bias showing. Maybe like I just don't like that shit.
Yeah, I don't like it either. See, and I fuck with people who do this music. Queen Peasy, Drippo. There's other people that out here, especially in Connecticut, that do this type of music well. And the rapping portion of it is more cohesive, and they have better bars. This guy is winging it. I don't know how much of this was a freestyle or not. The video is not cohesive with the song. The song is repetitive and it's too long. I would give it a 2. I'm giving it a 2. P, what would you give that?
The video is a trash.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fucking IG post type video, him showing pictures of himself. Doesn't go with the song. The song I could rock with, but it's not something I remember. But
I don't even remember.
If I went in like Walmart,
all I remember is wait for it.
I might just, bob my head, but when I walk out, it'll be like, I was at Walmart.
Yo, somebody's mic is giving off a lot of white noise right now.
Is it mine?
I don't know.
Is my mic?
I don't know. It's just turn your mic off.
Mine?
Both of you. Now turn yours on, P. Yeah, it's Project Porter mic.
It's my mic?
Yeah.
Still.
Could be the gain. I don't know. But
doing that from when we started. I told you that. That's the noise.
No, I'm talking about the white noise in the back now.
Oh, yes. Noise?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me turn it down a little bit. How we doing?
Notice now you get a meter for the mic.
It's still there, but fuck it. It's still there, but fuck it.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. So the next song we're going to be going into is called Senseless Optimism. All right. Yeah, this video crazy. I want y'all to
Okay. Let's get to it. Let me cut my mic off.
What's her name? What's her name? Okay, it's not saying her name. Okay, I guess her name is Senseless Optimism. Okay. Senseless Optimism, and the name of the song is Why. Yo, I got a couple of her joints up in here. It's pretty dope. Let's check it. Oh, by the way, Reese gives that last song a 3.5.
Is he insane?
Every day I wake up feeling like there's something wrong. Putting on my makeup to hide what I hold inside. Why every breakup? understood. So why did we break up? Why don't we make up? Why did we break up? Why don't we make up?
All right.
All right.
Hell hath
Okay.
no fury like a woman scorned, huh?
Yeah.
Indeed. That was quite the visual
Hey,
right there.
that's how you shoot a video.
That's a Black
Well
Silk
done.
song right there.
Literally what I was thinking. That's a black
Yeah.
her and Black Silk and Cook. That was fire. You know, I like the alternative rock of it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm a producer, so I listen to all sorts of shit, everything. So I really like that. I like that little pace increase. Why, you know what I'm saying? Type that part in the hook. I really enjoyed that. Very memorable. The visual matches the song. You know what I'm saying? It matches the beginning of, you know what I'm saying, giving you kind of like this visual storytelling is very good. Giving you what led up to this action without having to do much. You know what I'm saying? It's very good. Very good. Very, very good. 4.5.
She got away with not singing any lyrics to the song during the video.
Right.
It was straight storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
And let that be a lesson to you you guys out there that's abusing women. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know when that snap moment going pop off.
Bro, I never understood that. Like how a man can like abuse a woman and then go
I
to
can
sleep
understand
next to her.
I
Go,
can
no, go to sleep next to her. Something. Like I just don't
right.
understand. Like
Yeah.
3 a.m, bro. She can have one. Yo, I just don't. I'm not one to be beating on women. Like that's not my bag anyway. Like so, but jeez, I don't understand that shit, man.
Yo, fellas, if y'all just have a knockdown, drag out, and she fuck you to sleep, bro, I would be worried.
I would be very worried.
Be worried, okay? Because she wants to do some damage.
Yeah, bro.
P, how we feel about the video? I know you listen to a lot of alternative music. Also, how do you feel about the song and the video? Everything.
That was dope. That was dope. I didn't see the unalive coming at first, but you know, I was thinking other things at first, but man, it was good. I enjoyed that. Nice song. Like I said, the video after, I want to say the middle part.
Boy, yeah.
It didn't matter what happened. You wanted to see it through.
Yeah.
Especially when she dropped the stuff in the drink. At that point, you hooked.
You knew what was there. You know what was going down.
Yeah.
You hooked. And then it happens and it keeps going and it makes you want to keep watching till the end. You know what I mean? So the video did what it was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Now, if you was to listen to that without the video, I think it's still a good song. I don't know if you'll be hooked as quick as with the video. You know what I'm saying? It's a good amount of time. It's not too long. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice vibe. I enjoy that.
Yo, another thing. Can we, Juneteenth just passed. So can we just give her credit for being a black woman in that genre?
Yeah, she
being
got
that good
busy.
too.
Yeah, being that good, that great of visual storytelling. Seemed like they're working on a budget. Obviously, like a lot of us with our phones and editing apps and stuff like that. Shit was just well done. You feel
Yes.
me? Like I like the DIY approach, like to stuff. So, yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
That was very good.
I want to give that a 4.55 also.
Yeah,
You notice how they made the jewelry stand out?
yeah,
The jewelry that he was wearing.
yeah. Like
Oh,
his
the
the
hoops and
alternative.
stuff like that.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty detailed.
Yeah, I like the acting, just the acting overall at the end
Yeah,
with
you
the
can see
drowning and
you can see the crowd that she runs with in the
right.
video too. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. She's an alt girl,
Yeah.
goth girl, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, rock girl. So that's what the song sounds like. Sounds like that's where her influences are. She might love a good Alanis Morissette or some shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go to the next song. Next song is Young Bully. Hold on a second. It's called Joey Uptown. Young Bully, I've come across his music before. I'm friends with his affiliates. We interviewed one of his affiliates, the God of Moon Ra, one of our earlier shows. He's from out of New Haven, Connecticut. Shout out to Black Skrilla Squad. And this is Young Bully, Joey Uptown. All right, let's get it.
What's it like for you to go through time? Yeah.
Baby, I eat her and put like soup. Eat your pussy in the back of a coupe. She got water, I sip it like juice.
Look at P.
Have a bitch head hanging off the bed like a noose. Look around looking for the nastiest one in a group. Just because a nigga getting money don't mean a nigga really cool. All I wanna do is get money's all I wanna do. It's like A, give love, never come back to you. I got 100 bags of the P's, I got thousands of the E's. She ain't praying to God when she drop down to her knees. I ain't dropping my drugs until she say please. Yeah, pussy power, but this dick ain't free. Baby, move your body, show me you a freak. Baby, move your body, show me you a freak. Baby, move your body, show me you a freak. Freak, freak. Baby, move your body, show me you a freak. Freak, freak. Got her face all in that pillow.
That GoPro putting in work. Boy.
We steaming out the room, fucking up the windows. Like the time when we fucked in the rental. Yeah, pussy down, always a crime when I'm with you. I don't care, she got a man, I'm a liar if I'm with you. Cause she's so nasty, so nasty, so nasty, so nasty. Moving her body like she nasty. Cause she's so nasty, so nasty, so nasty. Baby, move your body, show me that you a freak. Baby, move your body, show me that you a freak. Baby, move your body, show me that you a freak. Baby, move your body. Baby, move your body. Show me you a freak. Freak, 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 freak. Eat your booty like soup, soup.
Forget about it, Frankie.
When she dropped down to her.
All right. Young Bully, Uptown Joey. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that, fellas. All right, so you could take that off the screen, P. Uptown Joey from Young Bully. How do we feel about it?
That's a fire one. Went on a little too long at the end there. I did not enjoy the end. So I'm gonna deduct some 0.2s and 0.5s for that. But the sample is fire. Janae Aiko. That's one of my favorite songs ever. Period in R&B. So I really love that song. I love the sample. I love what he did with it. Has some ladies in the video. Finally, you heard to match the aesthetic and the vibe, the sexy drill that we do out here in New York. He basically doing the sound of New York, New Jersey right now, which is sexy drill. And so I kind of hear this all the time. You know what I mean? This is what my nephew was going to listen to with the sound of the city right now, so to speak. So this fits right into the aesthetic of what you would hear out here. So, you know, I really rock with that. The video was really good. You know what I'm saying? I get out of 4.
Okay.
4.2.
I never seen P dance before in my life, in person or on lives. He was up there doing his thing, snorkel diving and all that shit.
We've been out at the club before together, man. What you talking about?
I can't even remember none of that. I don't go to
the
clubs.
night I paid $38 for that drink, remember?
That was a uptown. That was a rooftop bar. That was not no club.
Was there music playing? Then you know I was dancing.
You wasn't dancing.
That's how I was.
Shout out.
I was with my ex, my wife. It was me and my wife there.
No, I remember because I was in awe. I would never buy a drink that expensive. But nah, I've never seen. Well, anyway, that's besides the point.
That video matched the song.
Okay, for sure. It was fun.
Yeah, I love they found different ways to be creative in that video.
This is a fact.
The car definitely took the video up a notch. That green.
Yeah.
That was some West Coast shit, though, to be honest.
That was dope, yeah. But you know,
but the colors, it's like it meant to represent the hood and pimping and chicks and it's a certain aesthetic. Too, yeah, for sure. Texas, yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah.
It was a little too long at the end, like Porter said. But overall, the vibe is nice. It's definitely a good vibe. I like it.
Okay. So what would you rate it?
It's the same thing, like a 4.5. You know, if it's doing the job, I'll definitely listen to it again too.
Yeah, like what kind of like hinging on what P said. I do appreciate the creativity of the video. I've never seen a stripper pole in the middle of the basketball court.
Exactly.
Never.
And then they had a drone shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was real creative. It wasn't too raunchy.
Right.
It was still within the limits. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was classy, sexy, and ratchet. You know what I'm saying? It was hood class.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
And, quite frankly, it looked like a video that would exist on BET back in the day, and we would have been like, "Yeah, this fire." You know what I mean? So keep it real. That's serious. Yeah.
So,
we got another
that's the
joint.
best video so far outside of like Shorty's DIY. This one was like a budget. This looks good. This one is good.
Definitely. The next one I believe is another. Okay, the next one is called. Whole Foods by Young Bully again. Okay.
Oh, same guy.
Yeah. Let's get into it. We just move this along really quickly. Let's get
sexy drill. Video one? It's a video?
Yeah.
I can't see it. Put it on the screen.
It is on the screen.
Hey, run it back, Scotty.
Okay. All right. Can you see it on the screen, Project Porter?
Yeah, he got it. I flipped it over. It wasn't on.
Okay, let's get it.
Go ahead.
Yo, shout out to New Pistol Wave in New Haven, baby. Let's get it.
Trapping in a 7 by the peak now. Fresh it in the produce in the grocery.
stop it right there.
I hate this.
Yo, the auto tune is bad, real bad.
This right here,
Nah,
terrible.
horrible.
Yeah, that's bad auto tunes, man.
Really bad. This
It's
is
not even just the auto tune. The beat is horrible.
But that alone, I can't even hear anything he's saying because the auto tune's so bad.
Yeah,
and it sounds like he didn't write a lick of this. He just vibing. And this is not the vibe
The cleanest thing in this video is the stuff he putting in that cart.
Yeah, that shit is whack.
This is bad.
I don't feel comfortable even rating this song. This shit is.
Yo, I can't tell you what he said because the auto tunes are so bad.
Right. That.
And it's going in and out. You can't understand a word.
Next,
Damn, that was terrible.
It looked like the video was clean though.
Yeah, the video, absolutely. The shots, the wheels, the low shots, the edits, like the jump cuts. I love that. Oh my god. But trash.
All right. So the next song is
What You Do to Me.
Yeah, you already know that shit. Money with 2 Y's. The song is called Fed Up, produced by WYK Productions. Let's go.
Said you was different, but yeah, it ain't take a quest to find out how you wasn't better than the fucking rest. That phone, time for random phone check. Why I'm seeing a list of pictures of bitches undressed, shaking, pussy, ass, breath.
Okay. Oh! Let's start it over. This is gonna be painful, fellas. Let's get it.
Said you was different, but yeah, it ain't take a quest to find out how you wasn't better than the fucking rest. That phone, time for random phone check. Why I'm seeing a list of pictures of bitches undressed, shaking, pussy, ass, breasts. Crazy how you little niggas love a home wreck. Spitting game like you missing a tooth, and I'm vexed cause the truth is I'm a real nigga flex. A nigga like Papoose who help you step on bitches' necks. I cut niggas off and now I'm riddled with regret. Now it's time to send that iMessage instant text like Return of the Mac came back at his best. So insecurities is something I invent. When I thought that we was solid, hold on, let me vent. Feelings harden over time, heart looking like cement. Time wasted on you, I clearly overspent. So insecurities is something I intend. When I thought that we was solid, hold on, let me vent. Feelings harden over time, heart looking like cement. Time wasted on you, I clearly overspent. You gon' be mad like Future when you find out who's up next. The nigga with the diamonds that be dancing on his chest. I put it on him, this thing is like a hex. I might get you pregnant, first response, go check. Cause these bars can make you straight raw, no latex. I be so mad, all I wish on you was death. I called the Grim Reaper, you could take your last breath. You a failure on a test, you ain't never came correct. A faithful solid nigga's what really get me wet. I love a nigga curb, all the bitches and the birds. The way I feel it wanted with no protection. Wonder how you came and left like old fashioned. So insecurities is something I intent. When I thought that we was solid, hold on, let me vent. Feelings harden over time, heart looking like cement. Time wasted on you, I clearly overspent. So insecurities is something I intent. When I thought that we was solid, hold on, let me vent. Feelings harden over time, heart looking like cement. Time wasted on you, I clearly overspent. So insecurities is something I intent. When I thought that we was solid, hold on, let me vent. Feelings harden over time, heart looking like cement. Time wasted on you, I clearly overspent. So insecurities is something I intent. When I thought that we was solid, hold on, let me vent. Feelings harden over time, heart looking like cement. Time wasted on you, I clearly overspent.
You muted, Scotty.
Yo, Scotty, you muted, gang.
You muted.
Yeah, sorry.
Go.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go on, my youth.
Money Fed Up.
Yo.
Go ahead, P. Go ahead, P.
Listen.
Go ahead, P. Go ahead, P.
Oh my God. I was laughing because like she started off real slow, but she picked it up like a little bit on the come up. But it was definitely too long. But the creativity's there. I like the creativity. Um
All right, so boom. Go ahead, P. I'm sorry. Like,
Is he
so
done?
boom,
Is he
so
done? Is he
I
done?
don't know.
Are you finished or are you done?
no,
Are you finished or
so
are you
boom.
done?
Like, I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? All right, so boom.
Yo,
so
salute
boom.
to last
Check me
measure,
out.
yo. What up? What up?
Check me out, gangly. All right, so here's the deal.
Mm.
She clearly from New York City.
Clearly.
That's number one. That's the P that look like
Yo,
my
what
building.
hood is that, P?
Look like my building or something. Like, you know what I mean? The staircases, the build, the door, it's the P. It's the projects. And that look like my old apartment. Real talk.
Okay,
Look like the apartment, you know what I mean? Look like the crib. So
Yeah.
that I'm already identifying with, like, oh, visually. Like, I know this. I might know this person. Like, I know this person in the building. I'm acquainted with these types.
Right.
You feel me? That's number one. Number two, how she started off with the that threw me all the way off. That doesn't mean that it wasn't a flow that exists.
That shit was vintage as fuck. That shit was vintage.
I was not expecting that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting the old Ice T flow. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting. You feel me? But that said, she stayed on top.
Right.
Yeah.
The visuals match the song.
Mm-hmm.
The song is not for me. You feel me? It's not necessarily great. But I cannot say it isn't written cohesively,
right,
and clear. I cannot say that. A lot of rappers can't do that.
Yes.
So her slider in that regard is great. The performance isn't my cup of tea. The performing of the words is not there. It's just not. The doubling of her vocals is doubled. That it just feels dated. It feels dated is what I'm trying to say. It feels dated. It doesn't mean that people who are her age or our age can't make dope music, because all our favorite rappers are our age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They make dope music. So it's not that. It's just that this feels dated. You know what I'm saying? It feels very dated. And I don't know if I'm necessarily with her message and shit like that. I know double standards exist, but you feel me? I don't know if you letting the nigga nut you and all that after you just broke up with homie. I heard them lyrics.
Hey, yo.
Right.
Trey, you feel me? That's not my bag. I'm not gonna.
After she said all that, she still got back with him at the end.
No, that was a different dude.
That's a different fella.
That was a different guy?
Yeah. Hey, yo, P, I'm curious. We all got our preferences and biases, right? You would approach a chick that looked like that? If you were single, that goes for you too, Project Boy.
I don't
Since you're
approach.
acquainted with that look already and stuff.
I don't approach.
I never dated a
I walk in the
her
club
neighborhood.
or wherever I walk in, and I let my pheromones off, and then they come looking.
This motherfucker.
Good answer, bro. I'm the type of dude.
Pepper Le Pew over here.
I don't ever approach. Ever.
Pepper Le Pew over here.
I've done so many approaching of women and so many that, like, you know what I'm saying? I am for Red Pill and all these little communities and groups and social media and all that type of shit, Manosphere. I read every pickup artist book in probably existence in the world, and I was a part. Hold on, let me go. I was a part of a group of people who did this. Like, so approaching women is what I'm really, really good at that, and that's how I got into fitness and became good at that. Picking up clients, it's the same it's psychology. It really is. It's like Venetian arts is like martial arts. You can learn how to be good at being charming and picking up people. It works on men and women. If you're trying to make more friends, if you're trying to getting the. It's all the same thing. So if you're asking me would I approach her, that's not my cup of tea. That's not the type of woman that I'm attracted to. Like, you know what I'm saying? No.
Yo, for me, I don't
because I
like
don't
it.
know her, like,
Right.
but just from a visual attractiveness.
Yeah,
Nah.
like for me personally, because I do photography and all that stuff, I'm used to talking to people all the time. So yeah, I may approach her, but it may not be for something on that level. It could just be a regular conversation. Like I'll say good morning to everybody in the room when I walk
That's
in.
what I mean.
You know what I mean?
You mean sexually approach her, like, am I?
Listen,
And
you got
after that initial reaction, you can kind of tell how the conversation is going to go. And wherever it goes from there, it goes. But
stop being so political, bro.
I think Scotty's.
I'm being real.
Traditionally,
I'm being real. You may meet somebody today, and you'll hook up with them for 2 years later on some random shit.
Right, but familiarity breeds some type of connection too. So
check it out, P. I just think that he's saying that she isn't traditionally attractive. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That the blonde wig, not knowing.
I didn't want to say anything.
Not knowing how to dress yourself. You know what I mean? That right there is
just
a
now.
turn
When
off.
you say not knowing how to dress yourself, that's because it's a preference that you don't like.
Yeah, that's what I literally. I'm trying to stay away from
my objective opinion, I don't like what she's wearing. I think she should wear looser fitting clothes. I think she should not be wearing the yellow wig. Lyrically speaking, I think that she knows how to put a thought together. She knows how to put a thought together. Yes. The beat vintage, the flow style vintage.
I got colored hair, and he's talking about he hates the yellow wig.
I don't like it. I don't. What are you with? MK Ultra? I don't know what.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If you had on a blonde toupee, I wouldn't like it either, gang.
Right.
Keep it a bean.
No, I'm not gonna wear a blonde toupee.
That's the equivalent.
Maybe for Halloween.
We're saying that's the
equivalent. This dude always switching his hair up. Some of the colors I don't fuck with, P. I'm gonna be 100 with you. Some of your your pictures or your colors I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
She's not traditionally attractive, although
I don't like ghetto looking chicks. I don't like.
I don't even say words like ghetto. I just mean,
but you know what I mean by that.
Financially strapped.
I like that. I like
this guy.
I feel you on that.
I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. Bro.
Yeah, I don't
I feel you on that, Porter.
I really don't like
that, bro. Nah, bro. It's a way to go. It's a way to articulate these things.
I don't want to hear you say nigga no
more. Nah, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. Not to her, because obviously she's from the hood. I know people like her. You know what I'm saying? I know people in that ilk. So I'm keeping it on the music, and I'm going to entertain the traditionally attractive thing because it's guys who do like this type of woman who does like these types of like rough around the edges. Like, I'm from New York, so girls is just
y'all be glorifying that shit.
Not glorifying it, bro. They talk like where they from, bro.
Right.
So it's like if we all talk like this, they talk like where they from, and so I'm used to like a certain type of vibe with girls, but again. That doesn't mean it's a monolith in the hood. You got girly girls, and these girls that would never put a wig on their head. They mad Afrocentric. They don't like, you know what I'm saying? Mad stylish chicks that get busy sneakerheads. Like this is like she's just a small portion of what you would say is ghetto.
This is fact. Trust me, I've been around that type too.
It's only a small portion of what you would say is ghetto.
Some of my sister's friends are like that. Right. I've lived in the hood. I'm saying,
you know that
years,
type of
I know this. Yeah. I've never been attracted to that shit.
Never been neither. So I'm not gonna say that guys aren't, because I know plenty of guys.
Right.
Would have looked at her body, how she talking, that she could rap, and it would have been like, oh, that's for me. She probably
they handed a blick and be like, yo, hold it down. You know what I'm saying? But yo, the next one, this is gonna be the last one for the night. Yeah. This is going to be the last one tonight. This is Bernadette Price, Drama Time featuring Rusty Jukes. All right.
Ooh, all right, let's get it.
Last video for the night, fellas. I appreciate your time and your input. Last measures. Thanks for pulling up. Reeds, thanks for pulling up. Let's get this one out the way, and then we can part ways, bro. Let's get it. Bernadette Price, Drama Time featuring Rusty Jokes.
Fuckers ain't slicker than you think you are. I pull up on your block and straight park your car. Machete, nice and ready, got the slickest blade. Cut your ass at the same time I'm giving you pain. I told ya, never bite the hand that feeds you. Now nobody's never ever gonna believe you. To see who? Nigga, you done lost your mind. Bernadette is the queen and she's one of a kind. You blind, bitch, you ain't no friend of mine. You lying, bitch, your raps are in bottom line. Stop snitching, bitch, before I set off the alarm. Quit crying, bitch, or I'ma knock you one at a time. I'm the chick that make your world go round. Hopscotch on your ass. Meanwhile, while I'm doing the James Brown. And the reason I don't like you now, you a bum and you broke, you a snitch and your man's a clown.
I got hooks for the new track, bullets for the shoot back, a smack for the new jack, hustling that new track. Rap music and a purple top capsule. Fuck your opinion, bitch, who the fuck asked? I got hooks for the new track, bullets for the shoot back, a smack for the new jack, hustling that new crack. Rap music and a purple top capsule. Fuck your opinion, bitch, who the fuck asked?
Loosen up, but buddy, stop squeezing your ass cheeks. I told you there's a course when playing with Burner P. Delivery mad weak, you can never be me. I was married to a G and his name Sean P. A straight shotgun, one of the nicest niggas out. All in doubt, you could just shut your mouth. Anything you gotta say, you can say in my face. Although I think it'd be a very big disgrace. I bust shit, y'all niggas can't stop my flow. I was raised by the wolves and I think you know I'm set to go. Bitch nigga, I am skilled. Talk shit, motherfucker, I will light your grill. You best to chill, my real niggas hold me down. Don't worry about a set, they are all around. That butter love, nigga move back, you getting too close. I got 45s, you be shooting the 22s though.
Got hooks for the new track, bullets for the shoot back, a smack for the new jack, hustling that new crack. Rap music and a purple top capsule. Fuck your opinion, bitch, who the fuck asked? I got hooks for the new track, bullets for the shoot back, a smack for the new jack, hustling that new crack. Rap music and a purple top capsule. Fuck your opinion, bitch, who the fuck asked you that?
Well, that's a fact, Last Measure, that's a fact. All right. Bernadette Price. She was married to Sean Price. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's his widow, man.
Okay.
By the way, yeah.
That don't change shit. That don't change shit over here. But how we feel about the track and the video? And
come on now, that's the type of shit I like. As far as tough raps from New York City, like this does not sound dated. This sounds like what we would call that modern retro. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like this is the shit we make.
Can she rap?
Oh, her first verse was excellent. The second wasn't. Her first verse was pretty good.
Is she just a voice?
Now, is it me or she came in like a dude on the first verse?
I mean,
that's what I mean.
You gotta get a. You
gotta adjust to a voice. Yeah, you gotta adjust to a voice.
And I was looking at her, and I'm like, damn, that sounds like a dude. And I was like, oh,
that's Sean Price widow. Yeah. But no, that first verse, her voice, her delivery, the hook is good. Like the second verse, I wasn't really necessarily a fan of. It took a real slide as far as the actual technical skill of it. You know what I'm saying? One syllable raps. You know, it's real easy to do in the second verse. The first verse was more technically sound, going into that hook. You know what I'm saying? With Rusty Jokes on the hook. So these are people, you know, that are in the ecosystem that I enjoy. So I really like this. I don't know about necessarily the video. Again, the video was What do you like? What do I want to say?
Okay,
By
last
the number,
measure.
by the numbers, by the numbers. Yeah.
Last measure brings up a good point. He says, "Y'all got to remember she boot camp."
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
So
True
what you
indeed.
rate that?
4.
Okay. Okay. Uh, P, how you feel about it?
Like a 3.8.
Yeah.
I like
Me.
this. I like it. It was I want to say it was full. The song itself, it was mixed good. You know, everything in there was cool. Even though her bars was weak in the second verse, it didn't really stand out as much because you was vibing. I'm not sure if the video matched, but it was decent. It was good.
Yeah. The
I
video was
think
like a by the numbers street video. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Yep.
I feel like the beat was fire. Definitely something that a rapper
Oh,
Yeah.
give
with
me that
bars.
instrumental any day.
Right. A rapper with bars could eat that alive. The hook was dope.
Yep.
I think her verses were weak, but I go for intricacy and punchline. She's more like that gritty Scarlett.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bully you if you don't like my bars type
Type shit. Yeah.
rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Hook was definitely fire last measure for sure, dog. Yeah.
Her voice, she has a very commanding voice. I respect that.
Very, very standout. Yeah.
I don't know
Like
if
it
I can.
carries, right? Like, you know what I mean? It
Yeah,
carries.
I don't know if I would want to wake up next to that type of voice in the morning. No disrespect to anybody. Yeah, like yo, that wake and bake is super crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I like the
It's one
soft
of those
women, bro.
situations where you
Me
got
as
to
well.
approach.
It's just a preference thing. I like soft.
Right. We like soft women over here.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
And I
goofy
dated
feminine
Jamaican chick.
girls. Yeah,
My girl did get
I do.
my
I
girl
Hey,
do.
get brolic at sometimes. You know what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
nah.
as long as it's pink, it's all good.
That's not true, sir.
That's
I'm,
all right.
I'm not
We're good.
saying to say.
Yo, P,
I'm just saying.
I am not
I'm just
signing
saying.
that right there.
Don't distinguish if they're not soft, because they all come back at the end of the day, because the fountain got to give medicine, my G.
Yeah, but would you rather or would you like
Man, I've heard it all from
Oh,
Donkey
God.
Kong to Miss Piggy.
Oh my God. Yeah, you see that? Project Porter can't even be on the screen.
Hey, it goes in and out, man. Like,
yo, you gotta have standards, P.
no, I'm just
You
saying.
gotta have standards.
You can meet a princess that turns into Voldemort when she's having an orgasm and shit.
Turn into that last toad in the Budweiser commercials.
Listen, bro. Listen,
So,
me and Scotty
she
have
was definitely rough.
similar sensibilities. I'm
Yeah.
not a rough and rugged kind of.
Not.
For my ladies, no sir. Oh
Yeah.
no sir.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
me.
now if you want to say what everybody wants for a preference, of course.
Yeah, that's different.
I don't know about you,
outside
P,
of the
though. I don't know
rap,
about you, though,
But
bro. I don't think you have any criteria sometimes.
Listen,
Who,
man.
me?
If we keeping it rap, she really got the
I
voice.
got criteria.
Yeah, she got the voice.
Yeah, if we keeping it rap for sure. This is not even a, it's a real grimy song. She
Yeah,
carries
definitely,
it as far.
definitely.
If she just gave
goes-
us that, if she gave us one verse, if she gave us instead of like a 16, she gave us like a good 24 type verse, and then let him do the hook twice and then fade out, we would have rated it higher.
Yeah, I think so too. But anyway, this is the first installment of Transporter Room Video Musical Review Mania, where we just pull up random videos from any artist and we rate them. We have guests on, but we're gonna implement different parts of the show. So, if you want your video critiqued by us, send it to the Transporter Room Reviews at gmail.com. Like and share the video, and also keep creating. Salute to all my co-hosts. Salute to Reeds, Last Measure, everybody who pulled up, and all the artists that we reviewed tonight. We catch you next time. Salute.
Blessings.
Yes, sir.